So when we talked about your topper last time, this was the darkest color that was available.
Yes.
So I took the topper, the Dimples Medium French, and I custom colored it for you. And you can see the difference now.
Wow. Thank you.
I think it'll blend much better with your hair.
That's great. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
So light. So light.
Can't even feel it, right?
I cannot feel it at all. It's amazing. Oh,
So I think what we should do is just a tiny little bang in the front,
yes.
and then blend in the side right here so it's softer, and then I'm going to point cut into the ends so it works with your biological hair, which is a little bit lighter at the bottom, but it'll work. It'll look like you've had a balayage, which will be great. So I'm going to take a very small amount for the fringe. We don't need much. A little bit goes a long ways with this. Clip these back to ensure that I don't cut more than I want.
So with these toppers, you can dye them.
Yes. Yeah, you have to take some precautions when it's the French top, because you don't want to stain it if you can help it. And so I have a technique that I use to avoid staining. Works really well. And well, actually that goes with the mesh too. You want to be really careful. I can always add a few more bangs, but I don't want to cut too many. So I took about half that hair away. And I'll just cut them just like what yours do. Center there, so that covers that transition really well. Perfect. And I've only shampooed it the day that I colored it, so it'll lighten even a little bit when you shampoo.
How do you shampoo a topper?
You just, I'll actually show you. You just hold it on, you hold it, like, let's say this was your topper.
Mm-hmm.
You'd hold the base like this, under the water, let the water run through the base,
Okay.
and then you take your shampoo and just work it through. You don't have to scrub. You're just gonna work it through.
I see.
Let
Okay.
the conditioner, or let the water rinse the shampoo out. Usually just once is plenty. And then take your conditioner, and from the bottom, just put conditioner at the bottom.
Just
You
the
don't
bottom.
wanna put it up at the top. Yeah, just at the bottom.
Why don't you want to put it at the top?
Because you have the hand-tied knots, and conditioner could cause slip. And so it could help make the knots untie, and we don't want that at gel, because then your topper will shed hair, and you don't want to shed any hair off your topper. So,
Thank you.
yeah. Then I typically put it on a mannequin head and let it air dry as much as possible.
Mm.
I'm not cutting your hair, don't worry.
My hair probably needs a cut anyway.
I'm grabbing it out, I'm not cutting it. Shampoo it after you wear it like 10 times.
Okay.
Usually. Unless you're not gentle with it and you like toss it in the corner somewhere, then, you know, then all bets are off. Some people do that. I had a lot of clients actually that just would maybe take it off at the end of the day and they're like, I'm so done, you know. And they just like throw it on a chair.
Oh my gosh.
That's no good.
What's your suggestion to the best way to take care of it?
Put it on a foam head, store it on a foam head, and let it hang where it's not like sitting on the shelf. Like if you could take the foam head and set it here and then the hair comes down behind, that would be best. So if you had a taller closet shelf or something, you could put it on. You know, brush it, make sure it's detangled. Those are the kinds of things that are important. Use leave-in conditioner after you shampoo it. Believe it or not, we're just about done.
Oh my gosh.
I just have to blend the bottom ends in with your hair a little bit more. Because your ends have sort of a balayage, they're a little bit lighter, so
I used to have blonde hair.
I believe it.
That's why it's growing out. probably wear this topper to an event because
Totally.
like it's so there. I go to so many events, and sometimes I don't have time to go get my hair done. I just
Right.
don't because of the amount of stuff that I'm doing, and I go to like some of them are back to back.
Right.
So having a topper would absolutely make my life a lot easier. I would absolutely wear this one event. I wore that other topper to
Oh, you
an
did?
event. I did.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I mean, because it's always the question I ask. Like, you sort of ask to the ladies, I'm like, how long will it take you to get good at styling enough that you would go out in it?
That you
Yeah.
would wear it out.
Yeah, and like a lot. Sometimes I wore it for a week around the house. You know, I wore it for 3
Yeah.
weeks. You know, just to get.
Just to
Yeah.
get the feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's great. You already wore it out.
I wore it
Yeah.
out. I wore it to a job actually, and then
Wow.
my friend who's the owner of this company was like, "You have something to your hair. It looks so good." And I was like, "Ha ha ha!"
I've got a secret.
I was like, "That worked great." So funny. Absolutely made it easier.
Right.
Yeah, and girls wear extensions. We wear
Totally.
extensions.
It's normal.
I was at.
It's completely normal.
I went to my first hockey game. Saw the Kings play.
Oh,
Really cool. And there was a woman 2 rows or 3 rows in front of us, and there's no one sat in front of us. And she had extensions on, and I could see them through the
Yeah.
back.
It's really
Like,
hard.
The row that was up here.
yeah.
And,
It's really
and
hard to
both
have.
my wife and I, because my wife, she wears like a row at the bottom, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We're like looking at each other like, yeah. But the thing is, she has no idea that people can see the tracks.
Right.
Because she's on the back of her head,
Yep.
you know.
People see.
People can see it.
The topper would hide all that.
Yeah. But is it risky to wear an extension track high up? Is that what you just don't wear it high up?
No,
or-
some people do. When I would do the sew-in extensions, we would do 2 and 3 rows sometimes.
Wow.
And you'd have to start higher. There's not enough room at the bottom of the head
Wow.
Yeah.
for them.
I wore it to my news interview. All my news interviews, I went to like KTLA. I had extensions on, and they were high. Like I had several rows.
But you got a good amount of hair there.
Yeah, I do have a good.
You have
row.
enough amount to cover,
Yeah.
but not everybody does.
Yeah.
And a lot of people with really fine hair,
Oh.
that's the only solution that they can even think of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
is an extension. Like, they're not aware that these are even available.
Yeah.
And that's a shame, because it would make such a huge difference.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, because I'm lucky I have thick hair, but several rows of extensions is really, really painful.
They
And by
are
the end of it,
painful.
you're like, that hurts.
They are
So,
painful.
And they're painful. And they just feel
Can't
heavy.
sleep for 2 or 3 days when you get them.
Yeah.
It makes
They're
it really hard.
Yeah, my wife, I told her about that last time. She said, I can't take them, just take them out. We're gonna spend so much money. I was like, just never do it again. Take it out.
Take them out.
But Melissa that was here before, I don't know if you heard her say, but she's such a sensitive head
Yeah.
that most toppers that she wears, but not dimples ones, my goodness, give her such a headache that she has to take Advil all day, every day,
It's crazy.
to
Oh my
wear
gosh.
hair. So she swapped over to wigs as well.
Not
She goes
worth
back
it.
and forwards. When it's hot, she wears toppers, but she's like, oh, yeah, if it's an uncomfortable top, I'll just pop Advil all day.
Yeah. This feels like there's nothing on my head. I can't
Right.
believe there's anything on my head right now.
That's the
It's unbelievable.
That's the idea, yeah. I mean, I can't imagine taking, but yeah, that's the
Yeah.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
The pain of
Yeah.
extensions.
Yeah.
Does that ever not hurt? You put one row in?
It still hurts. There's
It
still
still
like,
hurts.
it's still,
The
it
bulk.
feels like something's pulling at your roots.
Right.
It's just heavy on your roots.
You've got to tie them in, or
Yeah.
or
Or
use
clip 'em in.
beads, or clips, exactly.
Yeah.
And it pulls on the biological hair a
Yeah.
lot.
I can't do the beads or the tie-ins. I would just clip it in because I can't sleep with that. No way. There's
Yeah.
just no way.
Yeah, you feel it on the pillow.
No way. I can't. I'm too like.
And then when you have a shower,
Oh.
all that weight
All
of
that
the
weight.
water
It does.
pulls it down. When you get out, it's...
No, I can't.
But Deborah, you used to bond toppers, right?
Yeah, we did bonding.
What's bonding?
Bonding is, you use medical grade adhesives and you attach the topper to the scalp,
Oh wow.
to the biological hair and the scalp. We would never shave anybody's head.
Wow.
We would go over their bio hair if they had it, but most of my clients were pretty bald by the time they went to bonding. You know, they didn't have a lot of their biological hair left. And then they would wear it for up to 6 weeks. And then we'd come back, they'd just shampoo their hair like regular hair.
Wow.
And they'd come back and we'd have to take it off and, you know, clean the piece and,
Wow.
and reattach because it starts to get loose.
Mm. This is so nice. I haven't even seen it yet, but I'm like, wow. I can feel it. There's nothing.
Yeah, it feels like nothing, huh?
It feels like nothing's on my head. It just feels. I would probably forget there's anything on my head.
That's really a good thing. Yeah. Because they're pretty light, but they're not, you know, there's still something there. But I
Yeah.
think it's the distribution of the clips, the way that they clip on to, you know, they're
Yeah.
not all like in one spot causing a problem. Yeah,
Good point.
yeah,
Yeah, clip distribution.
yeah.
Wow, that looks so good. Holy moly. Oh my God. That
Can't see anything.
I cannot tell where my hair begins and ends, and like this thing, like I don't,
And it even works with your ends being a little lighter.
Yeah, it looks
It
amazing.
looks like you had a balayage.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. And it feels really good. I am totally, I'm doing a movie. I'm doing a movie in July. Like y'all are using this on set, okay?
It's awesome, huh?
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty easy, please.
Yeah.
Totally. That is so good. Oh, wow. You're amazing. She's
It's
amazing.
the topper.
Wow. Yeah,
I
the
just know what
topper
to
is
do with it.
incredible. That feels like my hair. That
Yeah,
feels like
and
my
even,
hair,
like,
but
touch up here,
healthier.
like you can't even, it's like people could touch your head and not really
Wow.
know, right?
Absolute. It feels like my hair.
Do you do something different to your hair?
Your hair looks different.
Something
And
about it.
then, look at the top. You see, it looks
Yeah.
like a scalp.
It looks like
you don't,
my
you don't see
scalp.
any knots. That's
No.
the
Yeah.
silk top. That's the silk top.
That's a
It
really
like,
good
it's like
thing.
hair coming out of that.
Wow.
So we cut a little,
This is so nice. And it does, it blends
yeah,
perfectly.
it looks
on
like
the
you had a
bottom.
balayage.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
This is beautiful. I love it.
Okay, do the tutorial.
Oh,
Oh, let me
Wow,
get out
I
of the
love
way.
it with the curls you've done in there, the waves.
okay, wait.
It does look like a little balayage.
Right? That's what I'm
Balayage.
saying.
Balayage. What is it?
Balayage.
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 Nice.
Wow.